Alright, so the first comedian coming to the stage, he is actually from New Orleans, Louisiana. You know what I'm saying? He not like, you know, he don't dip, you know what I'm saying? He like chase cows and shit, pigs and, you know, that side of New Orleans. Lafayette? I don't know what part of New Orleans. I don't know what part of New Orleans he's from, but he gonna tell y'all. He come up here, you gonna tell him on.
I might come.
Yeah, he look like he on Duck Dynasty. You know Duck Dynasty with the long ass beard. Y'all give me some energy though. You know, give me a little energy clap, make some noise. Put your hands together for Big Red Comedian. You see, I got a warm for you, brother. Go ahead and slide up.
Stabs. Stabs are like a fat person's enemy.
Yeah.
Fuck them stabs. Yeah, so anyway, I am from New Orleans. Y'all should be able to recognize some of y'all own accent. I'm not from Texas. So I realized that the cops around here, they don't like a sense of humor. Last week when I did a show here, Mac's first show here, I was going home. They had a cop sitting across the street. I pulled out, threw the lights on, had me hemmed up on the side. He said, "I seen you leaving the daiquiri shop. You've been drinking." I was like, "Damn right I've been drinking." And he's like, "Well, I'm going to have to do the breathalyzer on you." I blew, got a 0-0. He's like, "Wait, I thought you said you've been drinking." I said, "Yeah, Coca-Cola and water." And he didn't like that bullshit because he had his sergeant with him in the car and I made him look like an ass. So I got a ticket just because I was a smart ass. And then I did a show Saturday night in Dallas and I was coming back because I'm too cheap to pay for a hotel in Dallas. So I was like, I could make that drive home. Out in the middle of nowhere, got pulled over by a state trooper. Y'all ever see them state troopers here in Texas with their big county mounting hats on and dark sunglasses? It's the middle of the night. I'm like thinking to myself, what this motherfucker got sunglasses on in the middle of the night? He comes up to the window of the car, roll down the window. He said, "Man, I've been waiting here all night for you." I said, "Well, motherfucker, I got here as fast as I could." And again, he didn't like my smart ass. I got another ticket. And let's see here. Cool thing about this place here is, you know, I'm thinking to myself, it's two businesses in one. It's a restaurant and it's a daiquiri shop. So I think since COVID's over, I might think about, you know, opening my own place. And before we get into that, let's talk about COVID. How many of y'all are glad COVID's over? Yeah. See, I thought the same thing. At first, you know, they said, "Oh, you gotta wear a mask and you gotta do this and do that, stay 6 feet apart." I'm like, how are you gonna socialize and hook up with a chick that's 6 feet away from you and you can't even see if she's got a fucked up grill because she's got her face covered? And then they tell you, okay, it's over, you can take the mask off. And that pissed me off even more. Because now that nobody's wearing a mask, when you hook up with a chick, she doesn't bring her own cum rag. So, you know, now you gotta bring more shit out with you to be more prepared. So back to opening a business, I'm thinking, you know, I'm gonna do something like this. Put two businesses in one. That way you can maximize your income. I was thinking about maybe opening a cleaning service and a taco truck. I'll call it Spick and Span. And then I thought about, what about opening a smoke shop and an adult toy store? And I'll call it Bongs and Dongs. So no matter what you come in to buy, you're gonna get fucked. So I'm thinking to myself here, I'm gonna need some help for this next little bit. Since Darren's gonna come up, I'm gonna get Darren, could you please come up and you can give me a hand with this real quick? This will be quick. This is gonna be quick and easy for us.
I gotta record this.
So in my pocket here, how you doing, man?
How you doing?
I got 5 pennies.
All right.
Take your hand out. I'm just gonna put one in your hand at a time. Do you smell it? It's a scent.
Okay. I got
Now
it.
there's 2 of them. Do you see the fruit?
No.
It's a pear.
Okay.
And I'm gonna put a 3rd one in there. Do you see the snakes?
No.
It's 3 copperheads. Here, you got 1 more penny. Do you see the cars?
Cars?
Yeah, cars. It's 4 Lincolns.
Okay.
Now here's the last penny, last one, last question. See if you can get this one.
Okay.
Last question is, do you see the pussy?
No.
Oh, fuck, you think you're gonna see some pussy for 5 cents? Go sit back down. Repeat that. Add to it. Maybe if you get a little more money, you can see some pussy.
I'm gonna put this on the back of their light bill.
Oh man.
Put it on the back of their light
So when I was in school in New Orleans, everybody y'all from New Orleans, if you wanted to get a real good education, you had to go to a private school or a Catholic school. And unfortunately, my grandparents picked the latter. And they sent me to Catholic school hell for 8 years. And in those 8 years, I have to tell you, I got more detentions, more ass whoopings than you could shake a stick at, because those nuns, they don't like smart asses. And to give you an idea how I got some of them detentions, I was in probably 2nd or 3rd grade. The teacher said, we're going to learn our alphabet, and we're going to learn, with the alphabet, we're going to learn word association. So the teacher says, I'll do the first one, and I'll let y'all go next. So she says, A is for apple. Y'all see what we're doing here? So I'm in the back of the class, I'm raising my hand, I'm jumping up and down. Teacher's not going to pick on me because I was the kind of kid that taught your kids how to curse at the back of the class. So the teacher says, I can't pick on Big Red, you're going to say a dirty word with the letter B. So she picks a little mirror, says, B gets basketball. I think we're losing juice in here. The mic went up. We don't need a mic. I'm fat. I'm fat and I got a loud ass voice. So and when you do this shit all the time, you don't always need a mic. So anyway, go to the next letter. The teacher says, I'm not picking on Big Red. I'm going to say a dirty word with the word C, the letter C. Picks on little Joey. Little Joey says C. C is for cat. Goes on and on. Thank you, man. So she says C is for cat. You know, she goes through the whole alphabet. She finally gets to the letter R. She's like, there's no way Big Red could say anything dirty with the letter R, so I'm going to pick on him. Big Red, it's your turn. I said R. R is for rats. Big motherfucking rats with big long dicks.
What?
And of course, I got a detention. And then, that show I told you I was doing in Dallas, it was for an old folks home. So I had to try to clean it up and be, respectful to the old folks, which is hard for me because I don't have a filter. But anyhow, not again. So anyway, we still might need some new batteries in there. But anyhow, so I'm doing all these jokes. I left all my jokes and I just started messing with the crowd, all the old folks. And then I started feeling bad about doing jokes about old people and telling old people jokes. And I started thinking to myself, Big Red, you're going to get old one day. You ever think and wonder what 80-year-old pussy tastes like?
What?
So I thought about it, and it depends.
It depends.
And then I'm gonna tell you some advice that a friend of mine gave to me. But before I got divorced, he said, y'all don't need to go see no marriage counselor. Y'all just need to go get some sex toys and try to spice it up in the bedroom first. So I'm like, okay, what do you suggest? And my friend said, You know, my wife, she went and got some of those anal beads. And she brought them home. I said, so what did y'all do with them? She goes, I didn't do nothing with them. She just told me to lay down, and she shoved them all up my ass. And she put her phone on my butt cheek and grabbed them, boom, yanked them out like I was a fucking lawnmower. And I said, now I think every time my friend comes over, this motherfucker just needs to cut my grass. And I'll leave y'all with one more piece of advice. Never, ever drink water because fish shit in it. My name's Big Red. That's all the time I got for y'all tonight. I told you it would be about 8:30, 9.
You know, you came up a little short.